What's happening, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button. But if you're here just to enjoy my videos, hit that like button. Now let's get into the video because I think this video that I really wanted to do, that I'm finally get to do now because it's like around early Tuesday. But I feel like just time just to just to reflect on in the weekend after the aftermath really Sunday, because Sunday I was originally planning to bring this out, but I thought maybe just hold it back and still reflect on what I need to say. Then I thought I would get out on Monday, but then obviously I was busy. But now this is the perfect time to do this. But honestly, Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith beating, not just beating him, stopping Chris Eubank Jr. in the fourth round. I can't lie, I genuinely did not expect that, and I can't lie, I was shocked because I always feel like Chris Eubank Jr. always had a good chin, and like his recent two losses have been by decision. Like genuinely did not expect that. Like honestly, now reflecting on it now, I feel like it was perfect now for me to upload this video, because just reflecting on it and realizing what went wrong, or what did it just happen like that, and then obviously you just have some thoughts of what is next. What do you think really feel like? You know, what he did, what Eubank did wrong, or what Liam Smith did right. I feel like we need to put sorry talk more about what Liam Smith did right, and that was putting the pressure just straight away, just jump on him. Because I think in the first couple of rounds, I think round one, round two, I think it was more of a field out round. Actually, sorry, round one was more of a field out round, but I definitely gave that to Liam. I thought round two was very even because I think Eubank was starting to put on the jab a bit, and then obviously round three he started kicking a bit, and I thought, okay, now it's gonna get real tasty. Round four, Jenny did not expect it. First of all, the knockdown, wow, Jenny did not expect that. The way Eubank's legs just got folded, and then when Eubank got up, his legs was just like Amir Khan settings, and then I thought, oh no, that's it. Surely, you gotta stop it there. But then I thought, you know what? I can understand why you want to let him go on, because you never know. Liam, I don't know why I did that. So sorry. Liam decided to jump on him again, and then he put him down again. And I forgot of it. I think it was Victor Lachlan decided to call off, and then obviously Eubank thought with the legs were definitely gone. He wanted to go on basically on that state. Thank God it was stopped by there. But honestly, congratulations to Liam Smith. Honestly, that was something I generally did not expect it. But you gotta say fair play to him, because honestly, when he came in this, I can't lie, I did favor Chris Eubank Jr. because I thought he was the bigger man. I thought he would be somebody that he would use his size and more. I thought like he would use more of his size, but you know what he was trying to do, because he was with Roy Jones. He was so concentrated on becoming Roy Jones more than just being Eubank, just being what he done to let him this far. But honestly, though, but and then now backflip and the hands low as well. Like he did some good parts, like jabbing him, uppercuts. Like he could have done that a bit, and then obviously Lee just made it a bit more tasty. But he just allowed Liam just to get more confident, and then Liam just jumped on him, and he found that perfect moment. I think it was the left uppercut that hurt Eubank Jr. that started it. So obviously, though, for Liam Smith, we can't take nothing away from him. That was a big win for him, because for somebody that's 34 years old, I thought he would be somewhere at this stage, be past his best, starting to decline a bit, but he hasn't shown any of that throughout his fights I've seen so far. The Anthony Fowler fight, I could see why Anthony Fowler wanted to take the fight at the age he was at, but that backfired. Then he fought, I think it was Jesse Vargas, when Jesse Vargas was coming up to, because I know Jesse Vargas was at 147, then he wanted to step up to 154, because I feel like it was a loser leaves town, and then Liam Smith beat him. I thought that was a fantastic win. Obviously, before the Chris Eubank Jr., he fought Hassan Wakinya, which was a bit strange the way it ended, but it is what it is. And then for him to beat Eubank Jr. like that at 160 middleweight, that is something you can say, wow. So honestly, hats off to Liam Smith, hats off to words next for him. But for Chris Eubank Jr., that's something I've been listening to a lot of boxing people, like I think Ade Oladipo, or I think G-Man mentioned it as well. I can't remember. I need to watch one of his videos just to make sure I don't mistake him. I think some other YouTube channels as well that think, is it time for him to hang up the gloves? Is it time for Eubank Jr. to hang up the gloves? Because, or some people suggest he could go up to 168, but 168, yeah, for me, 168, he needs to stay away from that because I think 160 he can't make 160 anymore. Also, do you think I will touch on it as well with this whole situation with Conor Ben? We'll talk about that situation, but I feel like let's talk about him if he does move up to 168. I think 168 will be a dead man walking because when you look at 168 right now, Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, obviously Canelo is the king there, king with all the belts. Who else is there that I think is a dead man walking? Oh, he just moved up. What's his name? Demetrius Andrade. Like, yeah, I think Eubank needs to stay away from from these people because I think he will get smoked, smoked, and I think after that knockout, which I think it will carry him now moving forward, it would definitely damage him as well. Because I just don't think he can make 160 anymore, and I think the weight as well is something as well it needs to carry. That is definitely giving him issues. Like he looks great on the weighing scale. Like don't get me wrong, you look at him, he looks incredible for like this abs, his body, the way he lives the life. It's all good, but it's just that sometimes from learning what weights can do to you if you stay there for that long, it could hurt you a lot, and that is what happened to Chris Eubank Jr. and the way Liam Smith finished him. You can't take that nothing away from Liam Smith. But also his partnership with Roy Jones, I can't lie, I was like, when I first thought of that partnership, I thought, okay, this could be interesting. Let's see what Roy Jones can do with him. And then obviously we see he was trying to become Roy Jones, which I don't think was necessary. I feel like he could have, just in this fight, I feel like he could have just been himself. If you want to add a bit of Roy Jones, fine, but just don't do it too much. Just be that aggressive Eubank Jr., which I think could have been a fun fight in my opinion. With the uppercut that he was doing in round three, and then obviously I feel like because you were the bigger man, he could just jumped on and continued his work, and then let's see what happens from there. He didn't do that. He tried to be Roy Jones, which nobody can become Roy Jones Jr. No one can. You just gotta train. But yeah, I was thinking of saying let Roy Jones train for what he feels like you need to improve on, but because for years we have said to Eubank Jr. he needs a trainer because we know Eubank prior to the George Groves defeat, we were all saying he needs a trainer at least because I feel like the people he has like his father and I think I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Sorry. Now, hold on, let me check his name. What's his name? He's in my head, but I forgot what his name. Ronnie Davis. There we go. Ronnie Davis. Yeah, because when you have like somebody like Ronnie Davis, who is not the same, but obviously because of his relationship with the Eubanks, at least listen to his experience. But I feel like he's somebody that doesn't listen because of the name Eubank, of course. For somebody, a son as well that has a father's name like a Eubank, and then obviously he wants to build on it for himself. I feel like it can play a part. I mean, look at Conor Ben for instance. Ben for instance, because I think now it's just I don't know. I'm trying to find the words, but yeah. But let's talk on that Conor Ben situation. I think because of his whole debacle with the Conor Ben, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Lord. I never wanted to see that fight. I never wanted to see that fight from these reasons why they're both different weights. Simple as that. They're both different weights, and the fact is, the deal for Conor and I think Eddie Hearn, but I think mainly the team behind it, saying the Eubank will have this fight if you can agree to come. I think it was 157 or 155. I think Eubank agreed to that. I think that played a big difference as well because obviously, and a bit of Ring Ross as well because he hasn't fought since. Okay, now I gotta do more research because I thought Chris Eubank was because Chris Eubank fought Liam Williams. Sorry, Liam Williams. So hold on, let's see what was his last fight prior to well before Liam Smith because he fought Liam Williams. The fifth of February. So he hasn't fought for a while, realistically. So obviously, like almost nearly 11 months. So that is not good enough. And obviously, because the whole situation with the Conor Ben and Chris Eubank saga, and I get the whole Ben Eubank enemy like thing, but that was then. Though. Just follow your own pathways. Focus on yourselves. So I really never wanted to see that fight, and the fact is Conor Ben as well starting to make fun of it as well. I think Conor Ben should mind his own business, in my honest opinion, because I think Conor Ben has his own situation he needs to deal with himself. Because I think with his Varda situation, he should just focus on that instead of. I mean, fine, have a bit of fun, I get it, but at the same time, focus on yourself, mate. Like seriously, like I like you, but at the same time, like you have your own problems as well with this whole VADA thing. Like what's going on with the WBC 270 pages thing? Like seriously, come on. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. But also, like I am talking about what's next. Like I'm actually let's talk about that. What's next for both of them? For Liam Smith, there's three options. I think that's a Kell Brook fight because Kell Brook wants to come back, which I don't know what. I mean, he did. I did listen to Kell Brook's interview. He said he's a bit lost, which I praise his honesty. So he does look like he wants to come back, maybe just for one more fight, which I'm fine with. But Liam Smith and Kell Brook, I mean, to be honest, if Chris Eubank Kell Brook would have been a bigger fight. But anyway, so that's option for Liam Smith. Option one, Kell Brook. Option two would be take the rematch because I think there is a rematch clause, and I have a feeling that even though I don't want it to happen, I have a feeling we are going to see the rematch. We are going to see a rematch, but I think it is going to be on Liam Smith's terms, and I think Eubank Jr. has to accept that. I think another good thing to say about Eubank, at least he acknowledges the defeat. At least they come together. He congratulated Liam Smith, and obviously he didn't hide. He didn't do something like um, walk out the ring and just go back to his dressing room. He took it like a fighter, and then yeah, we move forward and we'll see what he does next. I don't see him retiring, to be honest with you. As much as I understand why people are coming through that, because if he does go to 168, he is a dead man walking. So yeah, so option one, Kell Brook. Option two is a potential rematch, which I think is most likely going to be that route. Option three could be Golovkin, because I think this is the perfect time to face Golovkin. In fact, not just Golovkin, any world titles in middleweight, because I think Golovkin is definitely holding. I think the WBA, IBF, and as much as no one cares about the IBO, we'll put that there. He's holding like okay, two belts. And then obviously you got Charlo at the WBC. I forgot which one. I think it's Jamel. Is it Jamel? Oh, my goodness, is it Jamel? Oh my God, my memory sometimes. Is it Jamel or Jamal? I think Jamel's a 154 person. Is he? Yeah, he's a 154. It's Jamal. Yeah, Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo is the one holding the WBC, and you got Yanabek. I'm not saying his surname because obviously it's too hard. I may put like an edited caption of his surname. But yeah, so it's Golovkin, Charlo, or Yanabek. Whoever offers them whichever three titles that comes his way, I know he's gonna take it. Take it. My option is I think take Golovkin. I think Golovkin would be a good shout. I think Charlo because I think Charlo is planning on moving up. I think there's potential if Charlo does decide to move up to 168 and he decides to vacate that belt, vacate the WBC belt. I think it is a perfect opportunity for Liam to go for that belt. Yanibag, despite his performance against Denzel Bentley, I personally think, I think it would be a still tasty fight, interesting fight between Yanibek and Liam Smith. But it's down to Liam Smith, whatever he wants to do. But I would prefer the Golovkin because I think Golovkin is 41, and I think Golovkin is definitely at the end. And for him to go to 160 again and for him to go to 160, I know I repeat myself, I just need to think of the words. I think it is a struggle for him, and the fact is he can't take body shots as well. I think for Liam Smith that would be a perfect opportunity. Like I said, 41 years old, definitely not the Golovkin like that was a beast that was scary for everyone every time he like jabs or punches you. Like not that same type of Golovkin anymore. Or I mean, he can take a punch to the head. It's just the body that will be his disadvantage now. So I think those are the three options for for Liam Smith. If as for Chris Eubank Jr., obviously, like I said, I think like majority of boxing people said, I think retirement is the best option. But people think, but I don't see that to be honest. I feel like he wants to fight on. He doesn't want to go out that way. I think the option for me is like what I've already mentioned multiple times, 168, or try to go for the rematch clause. But then you have to accept terms that Liam Smith says. Because I feel like if he won this fight, which I feel like he could have won, he should have actually, or maybe maybe some people underestimated Liam like I did because I thought Liam if he loses this fight, I don't know where he would go from here. The mostly, but yeah, if he won that fight, I think the Golovkin was that next move for Roy Jones. That Roy Jones even said. So I feel like there was a bit of underestimating with Liam Smith there. So we'll see where both fighters go from here. But overall, like I mentioned, congratulations, Liam Smith. Well deserved win. Not taking nothing away from him. I think that was a fantastic win. I think possibly his best win. Possibly his best win as of yet. Yeah, then what a role he's on as well. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention Sam Higginton, but I think no disrespect to Sam Higginton, but we're not gonna go there. Let's talk about the undercard as well. I think the undercard is something I would like to talk about. The one thing I am disappointed of myself, I wasn't able to see Joseph Parker and Jack Massey because I want to see how Joseph Parker is from since his last performance against Joe Joyce, where he got battered as well. Let's be real, battered, not just battered, get stopped as well. Because his last two his last two defeats were by decision, and he took some big shots, but he took them well. It's just that Joe Joyce is just somebody who will just come at you non-stop. But his performance against Jack Massey, I wasn't able to see it, but from what I heard, it was disappointing because for somebody, because I know Jack Massey's coming up from cruiserweight as well. So I feel like it's somebody, okay, he'll go, give him some rounds, but then you better stop him, which he didn't do, which is something a bit disappointing from Joseph Parker. Because I feel like, that loss to Joe Judge will at least makes you want to be more aggressive to somebody like a Jack Massey. So a win for Jack Massey in terms of you going to the distance, I think for Joseph Parker, I feel like he does need. I feel like there's a part of me that feels like he's still recovering. I don't want to make excuses, but I feel like he's still recovering from that beat down that he received with Joe Joyce. Echo Eussuman's win against Chris Kongo was very good, very 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 good performance. Actually, let me start again. A great performance to be honest with you, because I think Chris Congo let himself down to be honest with you, because I think in the rounds, I felt like he had opportunity, he was outboxing him, and then I think near the later stages where where Echo was starting to get to him, he just got him with some clean shots that, and then I remember the round 12, he hurt him. And I felt like there was a knock that it could have been a knockdown to be honest with you if the ropes never kept Chris Congo up, but so well done to Edgar Usman. I don't know where Chris Congo goes from here because that's his second loss now. I think there is a good fighter there. I just think is the link up with Ben Davison working? I personally think it isn't, but nothing against Ben Davison because I think he is a fantastic trainer. I think maybe somebody like a Dave Caldwell for me for Chris Congo would be good, but that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel because I like I like Dave Caldwell as a trainer as well. I was thinking as well Shane McGuigan, but I think Dave Caldwell was be a good one because those are the three people in Britain I can think of that are very good trainers: Ben Davison, Shane McGuigan, and Dave Caldwell. But I think it depends on if you suit them, if you get where I'm coming from. But that's just my opinion. I think he'll stick with Ben Davison, which is fine with that. It's just that where he is, I thought he'll be like at least somewhere, at least European at best. Richard Riakporhe's win against Glowacki is very good. He had to get rid of him. That's what counts. And obviously, what's next for him now? He's called out every world champion there is in the cruiserweight division. Okoli, Jai Opatai, and I said Okoli, Jai Opatai, and Makabu. I forgot who's the WBA. Here we go again. I'm gonna search up who is the WBA cruiserweight champion. Who is the WBA cruiserweight champion? I'm gonna put the name there because I will not say that name because I am going to butcher it. So yeah, I'll put that name there because I'm going to butcher it and I'm going to butcher it badly. So I would rather put the name there instead of saying it because I know deep down I'm going to butcher it badly and I'm going to be embarrassed of it. So yeah, so that's a good move for Richard Riakporhe. Yeah, he's hoping he could be somewhere about world level. Same with Chris Smith, who was ringside as well. I mean, he was in the ring with him as well. I think there is a potential, rematch, but a potential rematch right there actually. With I don't want them to go for the rematch now because I feel like both of them, in my opinion, they should go both pathways to trying to win a world title as well. Jai Opata and Makabu, and the WBA champion, which I can't say. I'm sorry. But if they could win a world title out of one of those three instead of a Coley, I think they're both of them with a good unification. Because I think the cruiserweight division in the UK is very hot, And I really excited with the UK one. When you got Richard Riakporhe, Chris Smith, Isaac Chamberlain, I know he's low, but I think he's definitely shown to me that he should be in the mix, even at European level. But I still think there's a good fighter there. Lawrence Okoli as well, Vidal Riley, Mikhail Lowell. Obviously, Mikhail Lowell and Isaac Chamberlain speaking about that as well. I think there's a purse one bid as well, so I think for the British title, so I think we're going to see that fight very soon. Look forward to that. But yeah, the cruiserweight division, I just generally can't wait. So honestly, this is a perfect time to be a cruiserweight fan if you are a cruiserweight fan, though. So yeah, that's my video. This was really based around Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith. Liam Smith defeating Eubank by a stoppage round 4. Congratulations to Liam once again. I think Chris Eubank Jr. will come again, and we'll see what approach is best. But I'm gonna make a prediction. I do think we will see a rematch, but that's just my opinion. I don't feel if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. But yeah, that's my video done. If you enjoyed my video, hit that like button. And once again, if you enjoy what I put out, hit that subscribe button. And that's another video done. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.